this Jaguar makes a huge move on me and actually knocks me off track. Doesn't give me any positions back or anything. Hey guys, it's your boy Jack. Welcome back to the channel. We're at the Nurburgring Nordschleife for this manufacturer's race. You can see the points on the screen now. Let's hopefully aim for a top 10 finish. That would be very nice. And you can see here, we're in a Group 4 M4 and we're rocking the Escuri livery. So, we're back. We have returned, and this time with the Nurburgring Nordschleife. This is a really, really good one, guys. So make sure you stay tuned. Subscribe, like, comment, notification bell, you know, all the good stuff. And yeah, obviously this is a good one here. We're going to announce the winner very, very shortly. What we're going to do, just before the race starts, let's just quickly hold that there a moment. So you can see me on screen right now. My audio didn't want to pick up on my micro in here, but we're going to be picking our winner for the giveaway. So clicking the winner, just going to get this all ready here. Hope you guys are excited here, because the winner is any minute now, fingers crossed. And there you go, it is John Green. So congratulations, buddy. Make sure you get in contact with me so we can get your voucher sorted for Amazon. That £20 gift card. And yep, we're off. So we get an awkward start here. We're going to try and work our way round, although actually we do get a bit of a bump. So we actually get a really bad start there. Really didn't expect that Bastion right there. It kind of caught me off guard, so not ideal. And yeah, I got a little bit unlucky in the qualifying as well towards the end of the qualifying lap, just before the start of the straight. So yeah, I did get caught off guard there, but oh well, we'll see what we can do. Oh, as for the winnings, so John Green, if you can contact me on either the comment section down here, or you can email me at officialzafra991@gmail.com, or on Discord if you have me, or if not, Facebook Zafra991, or Instagram Zafra_991. Just pop me a message, buddy, and we'll get that sorted for you. So anyway, we are rocking and rolling here in P18. We have a huge gap to the drivers ahead, and what I need to do really is try and fuel save here. Not too much though, but I just need to try and do a little bit just to avoid being in the pits as long as possible. And this is one of my weaker tracks on GT Sport, if not the weakest track. So it's one that I need to get better at, and luckily I see someone's ghosted up ahead there, 2 drivers ahead. I think that's the German. That's going to be good for us for them going sideways. But yeah, I've actually been coached by RA Chris, so big thanks, man, for helping me. I feel like I can actually comfortably drive this track now. Maybe not very fast, but more confidently nonetheless. So, you know, big thanks. So yeah, just hoping to... Looks like the driver's gone off there. Could that have been an Aston? It could have been. Yeah, it looks like... I think after this practice sessions we've been doing, I do feel so much better around here now. But we're going to see if we can achieve my one and only goal, and that's not to finish last. Now, it's going to be hard, but I'm definitely up for a challenge, and I really want to try and do as best I can here. You're seeing that, obviously, maybe I'm not taking the best of lines, but I'm just trying to maximise the car's potential. For this one, it's just 3 laps, but there is a mandatory pit stop. Oh, actually, I think there is anyway, but you definitely need to refuel on this one. I think tyres are okay. Let's see, yellow flag's up again, so we are gaining, to be fair, just from not making any mistakes. So quite key round here to avoid making mistakes as best as possible. Looks like the yellows are gone, but this should mean that... Oh, there you go, another Aston Martin driver there. So, and someone else is off actually. That was I think that was a South African. So quite unlucky there. But we'll see if we come into contact with any of these guys later on, because back of the pack is really where we're going to be living right now. And you might be wondering, why I'm so far down. Basically, on the A rating, I've moved up a bit, up to about 41,000, I think it is now, 42. Looks like the Aston Martin driver gets it wrong now. They're all taking in turns. Hopefully it's not our turn to get it wrong. Hopefully we can keep it all okay on track. But as I've gone up in driver rating, I've actually started going up against tougher and tougher opponents. So this is at the moment, I mean, this last race I've done of the week, but this is also just the hardest competition I've had so far. So I'm impressed that I'm not last right now, especially around here. But we're going to see if we can maybe have more luck in one of the future FIA events, which is probably going to be Blue Moon Race Bow. Which, if you guys like me doing a manufacturer's series, let me know. I know I've done Suzuka, and obviously last season as well we did a couple. But as it's an exhibition series, I'm not taking it too seriously, but I do want to try and improve and just generally get better and better as much as possible anyway. So onwards and upwards, we are definitely making progress with that. So, and also guys, if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe We're on 101 subscribers right now, so if you do want to show some love, help me get to 150. Hopefully before, I don't know, next June for example. That'd be awesome. So if you guys can, just make sure you pop over a cheeky little subscribe if you like what you see, as I do want to make the best content possible. And if you guys got any tips and tricks or anything you'd like to see me make, let me know, because I want to improve the content as best as I can. And I'm working on improving my setup so we can actually do live streams in 1080p 60 frames per second and with a slightly nicer camera as well. The PlayStation camera is fine, but at the moment it is hard to get footage. Been a little bit busy lately, but I am working on making some good videos, and when I can live stream properly I definitely will. So I'm in the process of getting stuff sorted, but if there's anything you guys want to see particularly, just let me know. So we have quite a bit of a gap now to the driver ahead. And you can see here I'm actually being trailed quite closely by two Jaguar and a Aston Martin driver. So I need to be cautious. We are past the first corkscrew, not corkscrew, sorry, the what do you call it? So, but anyway, so this Jaguar makes a huge move on me and actually knocks me off track. Doesn't give me any positions back or anything. And obviously because of that we lose a lot of time and 2 positions. Really unfortunate that. It was after the first carousel. Of course they must have got quite a good run from that. But of course I don't think that was called for. Unfortunate for me, but oh well, we're going to keep it planted and try not to let them interfere with our race here. So we have lost 2 positions, quite a lot of time. And for someone that's not too confident around this track massively, that was a bit of a knock. But anyway, we are approaching a long straight here, which, I mean, unless there's any way we can be in someone in their slipstream, we might be in a little bit of trouble here from the driver behind, the Brit. But you can see there, a couple of drivers ahead does have a penalty, so that may come into play quite soon. That's going to be the... that's hard to tell right now. I can't quite see the flag, but we'll try and see it later. I do get a lovely bump from the Brit behind, so it's good they want to work together. So big up to the Brit. Much love. Now, I don't want to hold them up, but I really do want to try and move up the pack, if at all possible. You can see I've actually got a huge gap, 22 seconds to the leader, I think that is. Just going around the second carousel here, and you're going to see, it looks like we're going to be going side by side here. I really didn't want to do this, but unfortunately the driver on the outside does get caught, so I do apologise if there was any contact, but I don't know what else I could have done there. Let me know if you guys would have done anything differently in that situation there, but I was just sticking to my lines and just trying not to go too far to the left. You see I do show my hazards, so we're going to see if the Toyota 86 driver wants to work with me or if they don't. That is a nice car, but just not one I can quite go in yet. It's a bit too soon for me to be going back in that. And actually, you can see there we do have the slipstream of the driver up ahead. That's going to be the other Brit. So we are going to not work together. We're going to go try and move up a little bit. So perhaps I should have worked together with the driver there. However, I didn't really know what to do. I was trying to think on the fly what was the best call of action. So anyway, we're going to be hitting our braking points with the cones there. And we're going to go into the pits. We're going to make our pit stop now. So, wasn't sure which way around to do it. We're not going to change tyres and we are going to refuel. Wasn't too sure if it was worth going in now or the next lap. But I thought if I go in this lap, I could just fully go for it from now to the end. So you see, I actually do kind of overfuel slightly. We do have to be cautious. We can't be over revving the car constantly. So we are going to be partially fuel saving throughout this last stint. But you see, we're not in last place still. We are in 19th. We did lose. I think we lost a position or 2 there. However, now we should only have to look forward. We shouldn't have to worry too much about the driver behind. The South African is 7 seconds behind. So we shouldn't have any issues there. So I do find this beginning bit, the first maybe 2 to 3 sectors, quite memorable. It's everything after this I do struggle with, but it's nice because after the charity streams are done around here, so when we done 3 hours Nordschleife race with the Race Asylum team and members, and then also we did Heat Seekers 4 hours around here, which actually was 200 laps, but we only got the first 4 hours there. Of course, we got all that footage, which was fantastic, but now it's our turn to see if we can conquer the beast. So we're taking on Nords, and we really want to try and just do as best as we can to kind of move up really the grid and just try and do as best as we can. So you see, we're not, maybe not the slowest round here, but we definitely aren't the quickest. Yellow flags once again. Luckily we haven't really made any mistakes apart from that little collision earlier, but we are okay. We do go through this Jag driver, so that'll be our friend from earlier, it looks like. So hopefully they won't try and take us off track again, but we will just try and be as cautious as can be. They are quite close though. We're going to take this flat out, all of this. It does get harder on the one tyres, but you see here we're just trying to keep it as pinned as tight as possible and then slowly come out for a later apex. And you also see I'm door number 10 from the hood of the car. So obviously we would like to try and get a top 10 finish, hence the scores and the points. But I mean, at the moment it does look a little bit unrealistic, but you never know. To be fair, we have had a lot of incidents and accidents on the track, so perhaps if we just keep it smooth and keep it clean, maybe we'll be alright. I reckon if that mistake didn't happen earlier, maybe could have been up slightly, maybe up a position or so at this point in time. Definitely, obviously further ahead, but it is the way it is. So it's really around, not this point here, just the next couple of sequences, the corners, is pretty much where my knowledge lies. So you're going to see here, we've got a nice little tight left-hander coming up, and it's around here that I know the track quite comfortably. Everything after this point, it is a little bit harder. I still know it, but I think from making mistakes and generally just kind of going into it, it's up to that point I know more so than the last half. So it's definitely something I need to work on, just my general track pace. There is a section of track actually I think I need to, a corner I need to work on specifically, and it's still going to be the one coming up right here. Now perhaps I don't need to brake and then wait and then go. Maybe I could just hold off on the accelerator and then go again. I might just be putting in too much work in to slam myself down, because you do see I do lose quite a bit of time to drive ahead, and the driver behind does kind of catch up. So not ideal, but we are going to just see what we can do and just hopefully just try and stick with them as much as possible, because we really need the slipstream for the straight here. Oh, actually not just yet, but coming up. We are going around the carousel for the second time today, the first one. And we do survive it, luckily. So we are really just trying to keep it as planted as best as possible here. We don't want to make any incidences. We want to make it as best as possible around this track. So it's around here that we kind of got knocked off last time. Actually, it might have been just slightly later by the Greek driver. Now, this track is really tight. I wouldn't really suggest going side by side here unless you're in maybe go-karts. Still, that's probably quite dangerous. I think I might have to definitely try this one a lot more. I think there's big plans to get better at the tracks on GT Sport for me. I've got some ideas on improving my track pace and knowledge. We are slowly trying to get to A+ rating, but not because we have to, but because we want to. So I would like to, of course, go up against the better and better guys as we go on with our GT Sport career. Of course, with GT7 on the horizon, which if you guys are excited for, let me know in the comments below. With that on the horizon, I do want to try and get as best as possible. So when we go into that game, we can hopefully be nice and quick, or quicker than we are now. And as for the tracks on GT Sport, I might actually do a tier list of how I find them all, but let me know if you want to see that or not. But I would say this is probably one of the weak ones, but actually, you know what, after all the coaching that Chris has helped me with, and a little some tips and tricks from Ginger, I do feel like this isn't my weakest track on GT Sport anymore. Probably Saint Croix or Alsace Village are probably my weaker ones, so I might have to obviously revisit them at some point in time. Just going around the second carousel, really nice today. I really like these carousels. It feels quite nice to go around. And let's just try and keep it as pinned as possible here. First place in the pits. So actually, I think you can do it flat out from about here onwards. I don't think I needed to lift there, but with the tyre wear, I was very, very cautious not to get it wrong. Hyperdrive enabled. Let's go. But I definitely need to revisit some of the tracks that I've not been to in a while. Of course, next week's daily races, I think will be at Dragon Trail Gardens and Red Bull Ring. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me know what you guys would rather see. I'm thinking it's probably going to be Red Bull Ring, but if it's going to be Dragon Trail Gardens, I could do with getting better at both of them. So maybe we'll see if we can set a nice quick time on both of them, and maybe see if we can beat our rival, Grandpa Goes Gaming, if he does any. If not, we have another rival, Sneak, we're going to see if we can maybe try and beat his times. So we see our friend from earlier, the Spaniard. We have briefly seen in this one. It's just come out of the pits. So we are up into P16 now. We have moved up slightly, and this is it. I'm going to give you guys the last lap here in pretty much unedited as possible, obviously with the replay cam here, just so you guys can kind of see my lines and just see how I'm getting on. Of course, my car is going to be the most unstable up to this point, but I would say changing tyres wasn't necessary for me personally, but that's probably because I don't know where to push on this track as such. I don't know where I can really take advantage of the track limits, but of course if you guys see anything that you think I can work on for this one, just let me know. And as for the giveaway, so obviously now the giveaway is finished for this time round, I will be doing another one in a couple of months' time. So make sure, of course, you do get subscribed and make sure you do stay tuned for that. It is going to be a fantastic one. We are, of course, growing and growing, and I just want to give back to the community really as a big thank you for all the support that you guys have given me over the past. For when I made the channel now, I think it was early March of 2020, I think it was, just around the lockdown time. So it might have been even earlier than that. So yeah. Anyway, I just want to give you guys a big old shout out for being awesome. So here we go. We got two drivers up ahead. Hopefully they start battling so we can start moving up, because we've got two South Africans behind that are quite quick. I think both of them might have qualified better than me at the start of the race, or if not, maybe at least one of them did. So I need to be cautious here. But we are nearly in the slipstream of P15 and 14 here. So can we maybe just get in that Aston slip? That'd be really good. And of course Aston was the car I picked last season. I do miss the Aston. I will be going back to it, but I don't know when yet. I'm really enjoying the Beamer right now, both the M6 and the M4 that I'm in now. So we'll have to see. Maybe I'll pick another car altogether for the next season, or maybe I'll just stick to this, or go back to the Aston. Who knows? It could be any way round. Perhaps maybe we'll even do when we get community polls or community tab on YouTube, we'll do a little discussion, see what you guys fancy. It'd be cool if I could live stream these, to be fair, so I might see if that's something that could be done in future. But look at that, so we are now in the slipstream of the Dodge driver. It looks like they must have had a bit of a moment. So we're going to, of course, be in the slipstream of the Dodge. Now, can we try and get past? We've already got past them once today on the straight, the first lap. Can we maybe get past them again? And you can see here our little squad, or not squad as such, but you know, our little bit of a group we've got formed up here. See, actually someone's left the race, so it's actually gone from 19 to 18 drivers. It could have been 20 when we started, I can't quite remember. I think it was 19, maybe it was 18, but ideally want to finish as best possible to get as much points as possible. That'd be great. But here we go, let's just make sure we get a better exit than the Dodge driver here to maximise our potential. We are getting really close now. We are, of course, overtaking is really dangerous around here, as you saw from earlier. I've been knocked off track. I accidentally knocked someone else off track, although I didn't mean for that. I think just going side by side wasn't a good call. It's quite hard to go side by side around here, so what do? Are we going to look for the move? We've got a really good run actually, and we're in a slipstream. What are they going to do? They're going to defend, so we're actually going to bump draft them, because we don't want to battle just yet. I want to try and break away from the Toyota driver behind, although I won't have to worry about their top end on the straight. I will need to worry about their corner advantage through the carousels. Oh, I nearly got it wrong there. I did try and do it without braking that time, and I think I've actually learnt a lesson to try and keep it as straight as possible without braking there. So, again, we go into the Dodge driver here. They are quite slow round here. Perhaps maybe their tyres are worse off than mine, I'm not too sure. But we are approaching, again, the first carousel for the last time today. Or the big boy carousel. And just trying to keep it as pinned in as nice as possible there for the best exit, which looks like we are slowly making progress together. I want to keep it as flat out as we can here. So with the tyre wear and with the slipstream, I'm very, very cautious. I'm probably taking this a lot slower than I probably need to. But you see the Toyota driver is looking for a move. They're going to go on the outside here. Doesn't really work out for them. And you're going to see they actually do get it wrong there. So again, it's unless you have to, I really would probably advise just not making the moves and just trying to work together. But you can see, because of that little incident, I do lose a lot of time from the P15 driver ahead, the Dodge driver. Now I've got the second South African trying to challenge me here. So can we just avoid getting too close to them, giving them the slipstream, because we are on the final straight nearly. We're just approaching the 3 trees, I think it is. And look at that, so they are firmly in the slipstream now. Can I get back into that slipstream with the Dodge driver ahead? I do think I've got a similar pace to them, but my tyre wear is starting to struggle a bit more, slowly, more and more, which isn't ideal. We're braking just at the bottom of that little kind of drop there. And I really think I need to improve my pace around here. If I can knock off a couple of seconds, just generally, that would be fantastic. Hopefully by the time this comes up next, or if it's in GT7, then yeah, we're going to hopefully have a better performance, but I will try and document my progress all the way through as opposed to just towards the end. Actually, to be fair, everything I have recorded is mostly my progress, but there are some races that I've not, of course, uploaded. And also, as I came into GT Sport, I think it was around March of last year or something like that, start of COVID. So that's pretty much my journey. So here we go. We are approaching the final corner before the straight, or before the final sector here. So can we get in that slipstream of the Dodge? Not quite, but the Aston behind me is in the slipstream. Not ideal here. This is the Aston that's got a good top end speed. It's a thirsty boy, but very good top end. So actually, I don't think there was any chance for me to really defend this one. I did have it all the way over to the left, but yeah, it looks like they had the slip and the top end. There was just no chance for me there. We don't have to worry about the other South African behind, but we're going to see, can we maybe make a move on the Aston right here? I mean, if we're going to do it, we've got to do it really soon. However, I think at this point it's going to be too late, unless they make a mistake, which will try and tempt him into it, but we're not going to have any contact. And yeah, it's going to be really close, guys. Are we going to be able to get the move done? Can we get P15? Or final corner, this is it. Oh no, it doesn't look like it. We are going to settle with P17, but that does mean we go up. It does mean we improve, and we do get points for that. So at least we've achieved our only goal of not finishing last. And yeah, that's going to do it, guys. So I got 17th. Really enjoyed this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Leave a like if you did. 67 points. Fantastic. But thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day and take care.